Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning, it is June 25th, 2023. It is a Sunday morning, which means you should be attending a church sometime today. I'll never back down from that. You need to be in church. I know. You've been hurt by the church, and people are mean there, and they're difficult to get along with, and they're no different than the people around you, right? Yep, I know, because I'm one of those people, and I've had those same excuses, and the reality is you still need to be there, because God's got a word for you from one of those people. It might even be the pastor that has the word for you. And he's one of those people too. The reality is we all love to be puffed up, to be lifted up, to be encouraged, and worship can do that. But we also are going to be interacting with people. And people have their own stuff, and it gets difficult. And so just remember, church isn't about going to let them make you feel better. It's going to be better, right? I think it's an important thing to remember. Like I said, it is June 25th. We will be reading from Proverbs chapter 25, and I'm looking at verse 26 today. Proverbs 25, verse 26 says, "A righteous person who yields to the wicked is like a muddied spring or a polluted well." In one of the Celebrate Recovery lessons, John Baker quotes an old saying. If you want the stream to be clear, get the hogs out of the spring. Well, it comes down to this, guys. If you're striving to live right, that's what a righteous person is, by the way. It's not getting everything perfect. Good morning, Nicholas. Good morning, Chris. It is really, really important that we recognize if we're striving to live right, being a righteous person, and we faceplant because, well, life got hard, I got tired, somebody was screaming at me and old Jay came out, whatever the situation might have been, and I faceplant hard. I yield to some wicked thought, some stupid decision. Well, the reality is the spring and the stream, they're going to be muddy. The first thing we got to do is get out of the spring. And then it's going to take some time for that spring and the freshness of all of that to clear that water and to get the mud to flow downstream and away. All that fresh water that comes up out of that spring has to come in and push out all the crap that you put in there. Sometimes it takes a really long time if you've really stirred things up. Other times maybe not so much. But let me share something with you. That fresh water that comes up and clears things out, it's right here in the relationship you have with Jesus Christ through this word. It's at church. You start filling yourself up. You jump back in that spring and start trying to do stuff before it starts clearing, and you got muddy water all over again. And the more you do it, the more likely it is to stay muddied. So that's my thought for you today. A righteous person who yields to wicked is like a muddied spring or a polluted well. If you want the stream to be clear, get the hogs out of the spring. Stop doing what you've been doing. Start putting yourself in this and start letting it clean you up. Clean you out. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.